Aloha everyone, Stephanie Dutcher here, bringing you what's happening on Maui. First, I want to tell you, it's perfect here. It's perfect here. The temperature's great, a little breeze, occasional rain, everything's green, the whales are here. I mean, Maui no ko'oi, it is the best in winter time. But you don't need to know that. This is why you're following me. This is why you're thinking about buying Maui real estate. Let's get into what's happening. So if you scroll down, you take a look at the stats. What I want you to really pay attention to is the fact that the median sales price has reached a level where it's even. It's no longer up. For the last years, it has been up, month over month, period. Like multiple years. I can't remember the last time that the median sales price was at an even level. Now, this is a huge deal. This means that although the properties are still listing for very high prices in comparison to even a year ago, they're not selling and continuing selling at those high prices. So there is softening happening, and now the stats have caught up to tell us that. So if you've been thinking about buying, now is your time. I get a lot of people that are asking me, well, would the seller, accept an offer for under asking price by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% of the asking price? And the answer always is going to be, I have no idea, but let's give it a try. You never know until you try. There's been a number of sellers that I've worked with who say, no, I'm firm on this price, but suddenly we provide them with, a viable offer and a viable buyer, and they change their tune. It's crazy how that happens. I've seen it happen so many times where I actually stop believing when agents tell me the seller's firm on price. So if you're thinking about buying, let's give it a go. Majority of my buyers that I'm working with right now, they're all offering below asking price, and many of them are getting properties for below asking price. Again, the stats are telling us that's true as well. So the worst thing that can happen in that situation, if you offer low, is the seller says, take a hike. Well, you've really not lost much other than a little bit of time signing some documents. And then we move on to the next property. So you've got nothing to lose. So if you're thinking about buying, first thing you need to do, get pre-approved, period. It needs to happen. Rates are starting to come down a little bit. There is fluctuation that happens with them. So help yourself out. Do the work now. Get pre-approved so that if and when the rates do go down, potentially you may be able to even lock in that rate for a time period while we're looking for properties so that we know, like, hey, we got this great rate and let's make it happen. And then for those of you who are thinking about selling, we need inventory. Period. I may already have a buyer for you. There's tons of viable buyers that are out there right now that are looking for real estate. They're looking for something. And though some of them are offering low, doesn't mean you have to accept them low. All right? Buyers out there, you can hear me say that as well. So wherever you're at in the real estate process, I want to work with you. And if you're not thinking about buying, you're not thinking about selling, but you know someone who is, be that an auntie, an uncle, a mom, dad, your friends, your family, anyone, I would love it if you give them my contact information. There's no greater compliment than a referral. I want to win your business. I want to work with you. There's no hiding that. There's no hiding that fact. So when you think Maui real estate, you think Stephanie Dutcher, you give me a call. Don't hesitate to call. You can text me or email me if that's a little bit easier for you as well. I respond to all these things. All right. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll talk to you next month. Aloha.